Set a collision course for adventure. This is Cosmopunk.
Glitch, a Starfinder in D&D 5e homebrew story, featuring the crew of the Leica 7.
I am Pan, I play Baphomet, Captain of the Leica 7, displaced galactic idol, now in the body of a kobold android mystic, and determined to get it all back one way or another.
Hi, I'm RJ and I play V the Vesk, who's the Leica 7's resident designer, mechanic, and over-enthusiastic van owner. They also have a drone familiar called Flyby.
Hey, I'm Cypher, and I play a small punky Yosaki otter named Ryder, operative and pilot of the Leica 7.
Hello, I'm Ty, and I play Radar, a cyborg coyote engineer and weapons officer aboard the Leica 7.
And I am Fringe, guest game master. After an encounter with an adorable little musical owlbear, the party encounters Virgil, who points them towards the ruined elven city with countless undead surrounding it, waiting for them. Virgil also points out a location for the party to meet him and to answer all the questions burning in their minds. Once Virgil departs, the party then rests within the alcove. By morning, Felix smells the alluring scent of bacon and leads the party to find a smokehouse from Tradeport, sitting in the middle of the forest. The party then learns of their strange benefactor's name, who calls himself the Captain. The party then gather as much as they can before the building disappears not shortly after. With bacon and meats in hand, the party move on. However, they attract the unwanted attention of a zombie horde who surround the party. The party then make quick work of them before moving on towards the city. Chapter 17: Scars of the Past.
Now's going to use the time to beg for heals, because I'm on half health now.
Alright.
Meow, meow.
Oh, now you come down.
Wow.
Alright, sure.
Yeah.
Slinks down from a tree, licking her wounds.
You're right, Neil. What happened to you?
Got clawed by a zombie in the face.
Oh,
We all got clawed by zombies, yeah.
I have less eyes to lose than you.
That explains your shooting.
why did you make a character with one less eye?
Yeah.
Because it looked cool at the time.
I bet it's near aesthetics. I bet it's for aesthetics.
It does look pretty cool. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to give you, what's your health?
8 out of 17.
Okay, so I'll give you 7. So you're on 15.
Yay. Let's start robbing the corpses as well. Because they're all elvish, which means they've probably got some cool elvish stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it comes to the counterpoint of it's been on a dead dude for a while.
It's still good.
And I've played enough RimWorld to know that you get a negative for that.
Is there any good loot on these? Like, are they wearing elvish armor or?
Alright, give me a perception roll, please.
Okay.
P is for perception. 8 for perception.
13.
Felix, you would probably find a few copper pieces, because these zombies look rotten and old.
Told you.
Not even fresh and useful.
Nope, they dead. They mean dead for a while, and ain't getting any deader.
Yeah. Nothing of value was gained.
So, you guys are cleaning your weapons, getting yourself sorted out. Looking a little worse for wear, but you're doing alright. Do you wish to press on, or do you want to take a break to recover?
No, I already healed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, now's on 15 out of 17 now.
Is everybody else okay?
No one took too much of a whack, did they?
I'm on 17 out of 25, but I think I'll be alright.
We still got our healing potions and everything, haven't we?
Yeah.
So, after all that excitement, you guys press forward. By now, he's getting to mid-afternoon. I need someone who is a brave enough soul to roll me a percentile.
On it. 93.
93.
It's pretty
Whoa.
high, yeah. I mean, we don't know what that means, but still, huh?
As you guys are walking, Pandora, I require a Starfinder will saving throw from you.
That is 18.
Alright, so you guys are walking. Pandora, you start getting one hell of a headache. Your head is throbbing, it's in pain.
Yeah, she's like clutching her head.
You right there?
Oh, here we go again.
Is it that time again?
Eyes up, everyone.
This time, however, Mayor stops. And everyone, now that you're aware what's going on, give me active perception rolls, please.
There's a 19.
P is for perception. Oh my god, 6.
Also 19.
I got 4.
You've got a headache!
I've got a headache.
You have a headache. Nya has no excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Crawl.
Yes.
Felix, as you're looking around, it feels like everything's starting to warp around you. Instead of you approaching whatever it is, this time it seems to be focusing straight on top of you, whatever's happening.
Kroll's going to get his rope out and start tying it around his waist.
You notice that the ground starts changing as the grass and roots start pulling away. And you're standing on almost like concrete, smooth concrete, the kind of stuff you find at stadiums. And slowly the forest begins to bend and change. Their bark and wooden changes to stone and gray. All of a sudden you're standing in a rather spacious, slightly curved hallway. And you see what looks like a ramp in front of you now. That starts forming from trees and rocks.
Oh, great.
And you see banners start slowly unfurling.
Does this look familiar? Does this look my vision quest?
And you look at the banners. Radar, Ryder, you being the most perceptive of the bunch.
Mm.
That is a fairly dark-skinned Lashunta on the banners. That looks like she's wearing a beautiful dress. And as Pandora starts coming out of her headache, she would look up. You would recognize who that Lashunta is on the banner
Oh,
instantaneously.
oh no. I don't think there was I'm sure somebody was a scene.
Is that Tiamat?
We must have
Yeah.
seen Tiamat at some point.
I've seen Tiamat before.
We've all seen Tiamat because Bath buys her merch every couple of days and just smashes it up
And
in her.
burns it, yeah.
Yeah, and she thinks none of us know.
Everyone else has been
Yeah.
pretending not to know because it's an awkward
Yeah.
question. But
So you see Tiamat's banner. And all of a sudden, near the ramps, hollow emitters start showing. It looks like Tiamat singing. But there's something strange about this image. There's red wording running across. It says, "Cancelled." It's circulating around her. Whatever this show is has been canceled. As you guys are looking around, it looks like you're basically in a stadium kind of setting. You could see like stalls open with set shows.
Are they all empty?
They're all empty. There's nothing in them. Not even any memorabilia or anything. It's all empty storefronts inside this hall. And
how is Captain Mia reacting to all of this?
she is absolutely confused
Yeah.
and gobsmacked by all this. She's kind of like mouth open, but she catches herself and she kind of, takes her hand and pushes her jaw back up.
I told you we weren't from around here.
Yeah.
I can see that, she says, a bit surprised, looking around. It is then at that moment you start hearing music, like an orchestra starting to warm up. It's coming from up the ramp. What do you want to do?
Pandora can't help herself. As Baphomet, she has to see. So she's going to stride forward.
Yeah, Kroll's going to be right behind her, just in case.
Yeah, directly behind her.
Yeah, likewise.
It's a team effort.
All right. As you guys start climbing the ramp, there's a bunch of seats in almost a amphitheater fashion, facing towards a stage. There's a faceless orchestra sitting in the pit. They're all tuning their instruments. Everything from cellos to violins, horns, even guitars and drum sets you can see. But you can't make out the figures. They're kind of shadowish. Same as the waiters that you saw before that are like wearing the black morph skins.
Oh, right.
They're all the same where they're faceless, but they all have, tuxedo kind of black dress performance gear. And there's a big red curtain that's covering the stage. You guys are on the first level as you come out the ramp. So you can almost walk up to the stage if you want, to the orchestra pit. And you can see there are steps that go up towards the stage.
And that's the curtains across the stage, right?
Yeah, the curtains are crossed, but you can see stairwell that can go up to, like, there's a little pooch out where the stage is kind of revealed, but the rest of the curtain covers the rest of it.
Do I recognize this? Like, is this someone I would have played in before in my past life?
This memory tickles a thought, but you can't place exactly where this is.
Now, once you've done a couple of hundred concerts, you've done them all.
Yeah.
what do you want to do as you see the orchestra start getting into position?
No, yeah, she's she looks back at the others and says, I have to see. And then she's going to, raise her chin and walk up past the orchestra towards the stage.
All right, as you get close, you can see the orchestra start playing music. It's almost morose in a way, very sad sounding as they start playing. And as you get close to the stairs, you see the curtains start slowly pulling open. You can hear the soft whirling of the motor as they're being pulled back. And there's a spotlight pointing down at a microphone. But there's no one there at the microphone as the music is playing softly.
This is an obvious trap. I mean, right, guys? Like, this is...
Yeah, Jazz just going to shrug.
Yeah.
Like, she's looking at you guys so pleadingly. She's like, this is definitely a trap, right? I should not go on stage.
Paul's gonna just look at her really awkwardly, like...
I don't think, Beth, that we should be playing into Dave's hands by submitting ourselves to any of this. Yes, this is a trap.
I know.
No matter how tempting it is.
But... And she looks wistfully back at the stage.
Yeah. No matter how tempting it is, says Felix, eating some bacon, you must resist.
Fucking double standard.
I personally am conflicted. Can I make a roll to see if she does or doesn't?
Be my guest. It is your character.
What would that be?
Will?
You can either will, you can do a percentage roll, you can do whatever you feel.
Just do a weighted percentage roll, 50-50. You know?
Yeah.
Or just flip a coin.
Yeah, flip a coin.
Oh yeah, good. Actually, that's even better than we see it. Okay.
Remember, the second that the coin is in the air, you know which side you want it to land on.
Landed on the rim. Shit!
I got a Pokemon token, so it did the same job. Well, it came out Pikachu, so...
Okay.
Pandora thing that says. I just have to... It'll be a moment. Just one moment. You had your bacon. She's walking backwards while talking to Felix.
Do what you have to do. We'll be here if you need us.
Right. I just have to see just for a moment. And she's off up the stairs.
All right. There's still no one on the stage. The microphone is glinting in the spotlight. What do you do?
She's gonna check the microphone. She's up on the stage now. And she's at the microphone, and she's just kind of staring at it wistfully, and staring up at the empty crowd, and staring at the orchestra.
As you step into light, you see what looks like camera flashes from the stage, and the others would see this too. You would see what looks like crowds starting to cheer and clap, but again, they're all faceless. You can't make out any features about them, but you can see camera flashes and such as you're standing there. It's almost blinding as they're flashing, as the lights flash and twinkle. And the music starts picking up. It's almost got a more of a beat to it, a much higher beat to it. At that moment, Pandora, you hear singing. It sounds almost echoey, but it's coming from behind you.
Yeah. Look around.
All right. You turn around. The spotlight is kind of ruined your night vision, so you can't really see that well, plus all the flashing lights. So you're blinking your eyes, but you see a figure that is standing tall. It's a Lashunta, you can guess from your view. But you can't make it out because they're in the darkness. You can see them slowly walking towards you.
I recognize that voice.
I was going to say, off screen, like Nya and from the background with Kron there, Nya's just going to raise their crossbow and get it trained on that other one, just in case. They're not going to interrupt the dream or memory or whatever this is, but eyes narrow and cat.
I think, seeing do that, I'll rest a hand on one of my javelins.
Yeah, and Felix has primed both crossbows.
All right. What is Pandora doing? As this figure is approaching you.
She's staring at. She knows this is. She thinks she knows this is Tiamat or the ghost of Tiamat or whatever. And she's gonna look down and say, "Do you know what? This is Tiamat's stage, not Baphomet's." And she's gonna step aside so that the figure can come to light.
All right. As you step out of the light, you can hear the cheers and the flashing of the lights stop. And as you look, the seats are empty again.
Oh,
But the figure is still walking forward. And you can make out their shape, but you can't make out any defined features about them. Until finally their foot steps into the light. There's something extremely wrong. Instead of the long leg of Lashunta, it's a dark, metallic, almost ceramic color of a android stepping through. And it's small, as the shadow seems to melt into a smaller shape. And the mic slowly lowers down, and that's when you see that it is not Tiamat that's standing in the spotlight, but Baphomet. Except this Baphomet, instead of beautiful white and gold and purple, this one is in black and red highlights. And the music suddenly stops as this Cobalt android is standing at the microphone. You can see that its eyes are closed, and then slowly they open. Again, dark red eyes.
how many eyes does she have?
Just the two main ones are open. But you can see her gaze turn to you. And she smiles. Her teeth change to that of daggers. Same as you saw with the Vesk before, with V's memory. It slowly opens its mouth. Forgotten. Never to be remembered. And then it then shatters into glass.
Before it does, can I kick it?
Roll to attack.
Fuck you, me.
Give me a strength. Just a raw strength.
Forgotten. Nope. Stop. Die.
I got it.
All right, you go to kick it, but it shatters into glass before your foot even connects with it. And you know how someone will take a violin and will, if they really want to annoy your ears, they'll do the shriek noise.
Oh, yeah.
Screech, yeah.
You can hear it as all the band members do the same in one motion before they disappear.
God, there are like 30 people doing it. That's going to ruin you.
That
Yep.
Nya winces audibly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was edifying. She hops off the stage.
What was that?
I don't know.
Dave.
I guess if you can't be scary, be loud.
You know, I didn't mind it so much. I thought the black wasn't a bad look, but the teeth? Come on, that's just so tacky.
Yeah, and I saw a version of Radar like that.
Envy. It seems to be a running
Envy.
theme.
You were on the stage?
No,
Oh, no.
nothing so grandiose. Yeah.
So, all right.
I mean, I haven't seen anything like that.
Well, be
Well,
thankful.
now you have.
Right.
It's just Dave fucking with us still.
Oh, I
Right.
know, but I'm wondering why. To what end?
I think he's just a dick.
Yeah, he's just a dick. Some kind of mental attack. Who knows?
Absolute cockwaffle.
There is something though. But first, I'd like to get out of here. Actually,
Yeah.
could you do me a
How
favor, Felix, real quick, darling?
Yes, what's that?
See those banners?
Yes?
How many arrows do you have?
More than enough. What do you want, sweetheart?
No banners.
Okay.
And don't call me sweetheart, Felix, of course.
He's already wandered off to dispense justice to these banners.
Meanwhile, as Felix goes and dispense justice against the banners, everyone else near the stage, give me perception rolls.
P is for, you know the rest. 17. Yeah, has finally
13.
woken up.
15.
Took an incredibly vivid hallucination and the loudest screeching
Oh, shit.
Hattie has ever heard. But
Yeah, Felix, you wouldn't have heard it because you're
Yeah.
too busy cackling as you're shooting at the banners.
I got caught up in the moment of people rolling perception, and I just wanted to be part of that. So
I wanted to be
ignore that.
popular. All the cool kids were doing it.
Yeah, as you are, watching your gnome friend just having a field day, taking pot shots, your ears twitch as you hear something. You hear what sounds like banging. It's coming from the stage.
I'm going to prowl up the stairs to where Bath is and investigate.
Yeah, what's wrong?
I don't know. It sounds like someone's banging on something under here.
Where?
Yeah, Kroll's going to go with Neil and have a look.
Yeah.
All right. So you go up the stairs back up onto the stage. Meanwhile, hearing the cackling, maniacal laughing of your friend shooting crossbows.
And eating a sandwich at the same time.
I don't know if I should be worried that he's enjoying shooting me so much, but it's probably fine.
In the video game that he hates, apparently. I don't know what's going on.
And Mayor's also following you too. Her weapon is drawn, just kind of out of habit. But you hear the pounding noise. It's getting louder, and it's coming from the back of the stage.
From the back of the stage.
So as you're looking at the stage, there's a wall usually on the back.
Oh, behind the backstage. Is there like a curtain on the back?
Yes, there is a thin black curtain that is covering the back wall. You can see it. It's kind of translucent.
I can see through it, peer through it.
Because it's dark, you don't have night vision, so you're not quite sure to make of it because it's all in shadow. The spotlight is the only thing that's kind of illuminating the stage. So the rest of it's kind of dark.
I peel back the curtain.
Yeah, let's head on through. I want to see what else we've got to fill in on my fun stage.
You pull back the black curtain, and all of a sudden you hear the snapping of other spotlights as it illuminates the rest of the stage.
I jumped.
And before you is a airlock door. And you notice something rather peculiar about this door. It's not like her. It's not like any airlock door you guys have seen before. But what's striking about it is that there's that writing again. The same writing that's on the Do Not Disturb sign.
Does it have a window?
No. There's a solid bulkhead airlock.
It's the exact same writing though, even though we can't understand what it says.
Yeah, so you might have seen certain sci-fi doors. They have this little writing on the a slit that indicates what it is. That's what it looks like, or has an indicator of what it is, but you can't make it out.
Going to turn to Pan, but Buffy, you recognise this? Is this from your memory?
No, it looks like it's from. That's the same writing as the V show. I mean, this gets so confusing.
Yeah.
Nya's
going to pull out her Do Not Disturb sign and check the writing on the back and compare it. Yeah. So this is some sort of intersection between the ship that this is all from and this memory. I mean, do you want to open this door?
Yeah, Kroll's going to try and open it. Is there an access hatch?
Give me a perception roll, please.
That's a 12 perception.
Well, guess we're opening the door.
Before we do, I'm going to call for Felix.
You look over and see that the banners are gone / on fire, and Felix is just walking back.
Pandora gives him a thumbs up.
He gives a big grin, a thumbs up, and takes a chunk out of a bacon sandwich.
Pandora grimaces and calls him over.
Are you just eating raw bacon at this point?
No, it was all cooked.
It's cooked.
You cooked all of it.
It was cooked in the house.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was all on the grill.
Okay, it'd be stone cold now,
raw
isn't it?
bacon. I'm not some kind of monster.
It'd be stone cold now.
Also, Felix, I've watched you eat raw noodles.
Yeah? What's your point?
Kroll, as you're looking at this door, you don't see a access panel per se, but as Felix gets closer, though, the door seems to respond suddenly. You can see that a panel you didn't see before flips open as Felix approaches.
I like a panel.
Right.
Okay.
Do we want to have a look behind this, or do we want to just go?
No, I think we should learn everything we can while we can.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Yeah, I think it's worth looking at the panel,
I was going to press the button on the panel.
All right. The panel had several buttons on it, but as soon as you press one, it automatically flips back and the door starts hissing open.
Eject airlock, what?
What? Inject the entire simulation into space.
Don't dead open inside.
All right, so as it hisses open, it enters into a rather sci-fi looking room. It's clean, it's white, it's sterile looking. And there's another airlock door.
Another airlock?
Mm-hmm. This one is pure white.
Well, I guess that's how airlocks work, isn't it? There's an outdoor and an indoor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an engineer.
Space.
We know. Okay, yeah, let's proceed to the next one then.
Stay close. Right.
Mayor stays close. All right, as you guys enter in, the other airlock just closes behind you with a soft hiss. And the other one, you can hear whirling of gears and groans before slowly that airlock slowly opens.
Is the banging still going on?
No, it stopped as soon as you guys entered.
Hmm.
At least right now you think it stopped. You haven't heard it since you found the airlock.
Well, we're here already. Let's press on.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
proceed on.
You hear the door groan as it slowly opens. As you look inside, you see sparks. You see a walkway. It's a catwalk. Felix, you would recognize that catwalk.
Hey, I've been here.
There's a bit of steam from a vent that you can hear suddenly shuts off because it's clouding your vision at first. It's almost like condensation kind of rained down for a bit. As you look inside, you see bunches of pods all frost over, and you see catwalkways crisscrossing from pods to pods. There is...
Yeah.
If you look up, it seems like miles up, and then you look down, you can see the floor. It has a number. At least you think it's a number based on a singular writing that is illuminated by several spotlights. Basically, you have this main catwalk that you walk onto, and there are several paths that snake up to different levels. So there's stairs that go up, there are stairs that go down, and there's a middle pathway that goes straight across. And it seems that as soon as you guys, peer around, you see there are moving lights on the catwalks. You can't make out what they are, but you can see that there's something moving above you, below you, near the pods.
Where the hell are we?
I think this might be Providence.
Yeah, this is a digital imprint of Providence. This is how it remembers itself. But also, this is also where I had my vision quest with the smoking squirrel that you laughed at me about.
Right, I just showed you the stuffed animal. Never mind.
Did you see a stuffed animal? No, we shouldn't get into that
But my point is that when I was running, these pods were opening and like zombie hands were coming out of them. So just keep an eye on them.
Nia's going to slink up to one of the pods and wipe the condensation away and see what you can see inside.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, same.
All right, so you're going to go look at one of the pods?
So Philly says, be careful. We all go, what?
Yeah. All right.
The thing, don't touch it. We touch the thing. Ugh.
All right, so you go up to one of the pods, and you go to wipe off the frost, correct?
Yes.
All right, so you go up to one of the pods, and you slowly wipe away. You see there is, again, that alien writing on top of the pod. And as you wipe away the condensation, the frost, you see a very shriveled up body inside. Its uniform, ruined, kind of decrepit.
Well, I'm no medic, but they're dead.
Well, I am a medic, and maybe we've seen worse.
Have we? I don't think anyone's getting better from that.
Do you still have that magnifying glass, Felix?
Yes. He holds up the magnifying glass and looks through the thing with it.
Look at this writing.
Everything is slightly closer.
All right, so you hold up the magnifying glass and look at the writing. All of a sudden, the lettering starts to coalesce and change through the magnifying glass, and it says Erica Mayor.
Oh, this is Oh shit! Is Captain Mayor with us? Is Captain Mayor with us?
Yes, she is with us.
Oh,
Well, this is no. This is Billy. Billy.
Paul's going to lean on the pod to make sure she is no way getting close to
it. It's fine. The magnifying glass has been put away. That was Billy No Hands. He's dead. Let's move on.
That does give me an idea, though.
Does it?
Nia's going to put out the Do Not Disturb sign again. Can you magnify through this?
Yes.
All right, as you put the magnifying glass over the carved words, again, they coalesce and change. And the words spell out Sajik Kajet.
Isn't he the mayor of London?
No, that's Sadiq Khan.
Oh, man.
It's a homeworld name.
Sadiq Kajet.
Sajik Kajet.
Sajik Kajet, is that right?
Yeah.
Troll's going to have a look at the controls for the pods. Are there any?
Yes, there's one. Again, it looks like the same kind of control panel that you saw that was on the airlock. Although this one's much more simplified.
Felix, you can probably use the magnifying glass. You can read it rather than press any random button.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Yeah.
Yes, come with me, my big lizard friend. We shall study things.
Yeah.
Do as much reading as possible.
See if you can read the buttons on this control panel.
I read the buttons on the control panel.
All right, you see, basically it looks like just kind of simpler versions of like releasing the pod. One looks like it will activate a recall, but it looks like the buttons, aren't illuminated. They're dull looking, like they are not powered.
These buttons aren't active, but it's saying it's controls for the pod to open hatch, seal, things like that.
You hear something, all of you. It sounds like a whirling noise. And it's coming from above.
I'll look up.
Yeah.
You see, looks like a rather small cylindrical thing
Drone.
coming. It slowly lowers down. It has an illumination light. It looks beaten up, like it's seen better days. It
Tarnished.
it's rusted. It's kind of hovering, and it has a T-slitted eye. So it has a slit, and then another slit going down. And it's hovering, and it looks at you. And all of a sudden, you see a blue light. It looks like it's scanning all of you.
It's bad news for Captain Mayor.
Do we want to let this happen, or do we want to get going?
How do you mean get going?
If it's doing it already, can we just smash it?
Yeah,
I'd
just grab
say-
it, Kroll.
What if we just let it happen and see what?
Let's see if it does anything hostile first. It's just having a look.
I'm going to poke it before. Just like give it a
Let's not do anything hostile.
gentle
Kills
tap,
it.
yeah.
No, if it reacts hostilely, then we're like, yeah, okay, things are bad. But if it just carries on, it's some kind of automated system. So I'm going to poke it.
All right.
Yeah.
So as it's scanning it, you poke it, and it rewrites itself again and finishes its scan.
Okay, yeah.
Thanks, Pan. Helpful.
And then lasers pan.
Heat ray.
It's kind of warbly, but you can hear a voice,
Welcome. Please follow me.
and it starts turning around, and will follow the catwalk and start heading down the center catwalk.
Kroll's going to follow it.
Yeah, Pandora shrugs
Yeah.
and follows as well.
Same as Felix.
Just to make sure that Mayor doesn't even look anywhere near her pod, I'm just going to quickly ask her, do you have any idea why the zombies attacked you in the path?
Just put your arm over her shoulder and just walk with her. Lead her
Yeah,
away.
hey, Mayor, listen, I was wondering.
This just raises an interesting conundrum though, because that means that Maya was part of the original crew, but she's forgotten.
No, that might be her mother, and it's a shared name, or grandmother, or just yeah.
Yeah, she did say her mother gave her the compass.
All the memories have been erased by Dave.
All right. As you're following the little drone, everyone give me perception checks.
Sing it with me, folks.
P is for 12.
Boo.
Oh my god, 20! No, I didn't. I got 19. I was reading where that one. All right.
18.
20.
Okay, now it's not.
Thank
20.
you. You're really good, Beth.
All right, Pandora, Felix, and yeah, as you guys are following and making conversation with Mayor to keep her distracted from the fact that, hey, we might have
She's
found
dead.
someone that's related. You happen to notice that those lights, they're all starting to stop and they're pointing down at you, and they're following you.
Hmm.
Can we
Do
tell
they
what's...
look like the thing we're following? Or are they just weird noise?
You can see that with your perception roll, Felix, you would be able to make out that one looks like a humanoid shape, but it has another light coming from its head.
I pointed out to Beth.
See also a few other of those little drones zooming around.
I think these might be the caretakers.
I think they might be cottoning onto it.
Well, don't annoy them.
Yes.
Yeah. We definitely shouldn't poke any of them with a sword.
Oh, look, we just have to find out, alright? What if they attack? Then we'd know.
Okay, well that's
Yeah.
fine. No more poking things with the sword, though, please.
I poke everything with a sword. It's a sword.
Maybe you should use a stick.
Do you see any sticks on this spaceship?
We've just come out of a fucking forest. You could have grabbed one.
Do you
Why would I
see
grab a
any
stick?
sticks on the spaceship?
Guys, don't worry about it. As long as we don't poke them with sword and they don't poke us with anything else, we should be able to get the bottom of
Yes.
this.
A mutual agreement, there is to be no poking.
As you see the drone suddenly stop up ahead, and it turns around. This is
Apologies. We have had some technical difficulties. We have raised several shields to protect additional compartments. Please stand by while we attune the shielding.
you hear a whistling noise before a reverberating thud noise. And then, after a moment, you actually see something dissipate in front of you.
Shield?
Excuse me, drone? What do I refer to you as?
Do you have a name?
I am Caretaker 115.
Okay, well,
Catchy.
115, yeah, that really comes to the tongue. Where are we by chance? Just out of curiosity.
You are on the colony ship Sigget.
So, not the Providence then?
I'm starting to think that whoever daubed that was more meaning it as a warning than as a title.
It doesn't respond to that before turning around and starts floating again. I assume you guys are following it still, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you guys are following it, you then realize why there was a force field lifted. As there's a massive gash in the side of the hull, and you can see into open space.
Ooh.
Well, I'm no engineer, but I can tell you that that's a hole.
No, you are an engineer.
That's not very structurally stable, is it?
You can see that there are pods that have been lost. Like you can see there's like sheared off pods, that there is significant damage. You see some of the caretaker drones are zooming around. There seems to be like connections made where there's like cabling and wiring that seems to still be connecting pieces and parts of the ship, but they haven't been able to repair the actual structure, so these wires and such are just dangling in space.
Can we see any of Mr. Gaxley's equipment around here?
No, we're in... Oh, what, it's in their ship? Huh.
In this place.
Because we're in this place, but that's how Gaxley found the ship.
That's a valid question.
Did he find the ship in this condition? And are we in the simulation, but also out of the simulation?
Give me either a intelligence check or give me a fringe point.
So many levels.
Tell you what, let's go for intelligence first. Wait, Starfinder or regular? Regular flavor intelligence. I is for intelligence.
I can already tell this is going to be fun.
I'd have rolled an 8.
Oh, after all that.
You know what? How many fringe points do I have? You know, I'm using my 1 fringe point.
Oh,
This
boy.
is too important.
You don't know
It's
what's
too important to
coming.
be wasted on a cat lizard brain.
All right, V.
Hey.
All of a sudden, yeah,
Meow.
you start having a very painful headache reverberating through your head.
God damn it.
All of a sudden, the image starts to flicker in and out. The drone seems to disappear for a moment, and that's when you see desert. Everyone else can see it this as well, as sand is starting to pour through the hole. You hear Mr. Ghastly's voice. We found part of the ship in 3 different pieces, and as you're looking around, you see white suit crew, and they're looking at these ruined pods. The caretakers, the drones, some of them are buried in the sand. Like you see their little fins sticking out. You see a robotic hand sticking out of another part. It looks like there's more gashes in this memory than you recall. All of a sudden, all of you feel pulled forward as if the memory is grabbing you and pulling you ahead. And that's when all of a sudden you are back, and the caretaker is waiting expectantly.
Okay.
What just happened?
We all just experienced that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
Okay, so as far as we can tell, we're now memory skipping between the ship as it was found by Mr. Gaxley, the ship as it was after some kind of accident, and I don't even know where the simulation factors into this at this point.
This doesn't feel like Dave's doing anymore. This feels like a problem.
CD Projekt Red is going to receive a very stern letter about this.
The caretaker drone looks at you and says,
Please come with me. The captain is waiting.
The captain?
Is he?
Yes.
Okay. Lead the way, lead the way.
Yeah.
and the drone continues on as you see another airlock ahead. As you guys walk further ahead, you hear the loud rumble, thud noise again. As you look behind, you see a force field has raised itself again behind you.
No going back that way.
No.
115, what happened to your ship?
You see the caretaker stop and turn around.
Error. Memory file access incomplete. Please follow me to the captain.
And it turns back
I
around.
guess we'll have to get an answer from the captain.
What's the captain's full name?
The drone doesn't answer, it just continues forward. As it gets closer and closer to the bulkhead, you hear the bulkhead hiss and groan as it opens. It's an elevator of some sort, and as you guys look up, you can see there's this large structure that's jutting in the center of the ship. It almost looks like a tower almost. That's looking over the pods.
Like a control tower sort of thing.
Observation deck.
Is there a way up there? The elevator is the way up there?
Yeah. We'll go in. We're going to get in this elevator.
Does it play lift music?
All right, so no, there's no music other than the soft hum of the little drone hovering, and you hear the whirling of machinery before slowly the elevator begins to lift up and up and up and up and up it goes until finally it comes to a stop, and the door opens again. You're in a circular room, and there's a man standing there. He's wearing clean, almost brand new uniform with a sailor's hat. It looks the same design as the other crew as you've seen before with the collars. Except his entire uniform is white. He doesn't even have a different insignia for his collar except a few golden stars studded. And you also notice that he's smoking a pipe.
What color is his collar, sorry?
His uniform is all white except he has 3 stars.
Okay. And he's got a pipe.
Kroll's going to take a step forward and say,
You a squirrel.
Captain, I presume. No, he's going to take a step forward and go, Captain, I presume.
The figure doesn't respond at first, before slowly turning around. You see a rather older-looking gentleman with a beard. He looks at you.
William Riker.
Oh, yeah.
He has a white beard. He's white hair.
Oh, okay.
He looks old. He looks old and tired.
Old Riker.
Oh, right.
For a moment, he doesn't say anything. Should everyone give me perception checks again, please, real quickly?
Sure. 12.
Is for
21.
perception.
6. What is wrong with my perception rolls?
P is
5.
for Pandora.
Felix.
Oh, wow. Now it got worse.
Yep.
Ugh.
Seeing is hard.
Why was that to the tune of Adele?
Felix, you're the first one to notice something's up. You see the outside. You can see like windows that can see outside to look at the pods. They're starting to tear, like glitching out.
Guys,
What?
Well,
the windows are glitching.
that looks fine to me.
Just
Okay.
And
Okay.
then it's that point that everything goes dark.
Yeah, this still looks fine.
Soon, a spotlight shines down. It's coming from an
Oh my
unknown
God.
source, but you see the captain again, but he's not alone.
Oh, okay.
Instead of being in front of you, he's actually at the side of you, and there are 2 other figures across from him. It's almost as if you're watching. And you recognize one of them. He has a black uniform with a gold collar. It's the engineer.
Hey.
the
Hmm.
one that we saw first, right?
The gold collar is Icarus. Teal is Dave. White is Eve. But there's another individual, one you don't recognize. He's wearing a science outfit instead of a normal uniform. As you guys are listening in, you got basically tail end of the conversation. The gentleman wearing the lab coat speaks first. Sir, I'm telling you, we should not mess with forces we don't understand. The captain looks at the scientist before turning to the engineer. And what do you make of it? Well, Captain, if we don't get a power source soon, all systems will start failing. If we want to continue to survive, we have to access this new power source. But you don't know where it's coming from, the scientist says. If we go messing with that rift, who knows what's going to come out of it? All I know, the engineer says, is that it has so many gigawatts of power that could make us last for generations if we can get our hands on it. The captain folds his arms. Can you guarantee that it will not harm the ship? The engineer says, if we can draw the power correctly, I foresee no issues with our ship. We have to take the risk. We can't let ourselves be idle again like we did before. See, that is done, head engineer. The scientist looks at the captain in disbelief. Captain, I strongly suggest we don't. Give them my order. Now go. And then darkness. You're back in the forest again as the light starts coming back.
Okay.
Well, once again, more questions have been raised.
But a lot have been answered.
Mm-hmm.
How do you mean?
They were stranded and they couldn't move anywhere because they've used up most of their power source. They got more and more desperate, and then they decided to finally start tapping into some kind of unknown energy source that
Some weird, glowy, wobbly in space thing.
went exactly as well as that ever goes, really. And
Yeah.
An anomaly.
yeah,
Anomaly.
Yeah.
and that's what led to
Phenomenon.
the complete structure of their ship, I guess.
Phenomenal.
So this was a colony ship, but then they were out of power, and they had to use some kind of weird extra source, which I
Started
guess.
tapping into,
I mean, that's,
because they didn't
that
want to get
tracks.
stranded.
That does track.
And now they're a games console.
Well, no, I think that was what they were beforehand, and whatever energy source this thing tapped into somehow affected it.
Guys, do you think we should tell Mio about some of this? I feel like
Absolutely not.
I just don't feel like it's fair.
No chance.
We don't know how long she's been away from her body. We don't know what effect that might have on her mind, which is the only thing remaining.
I don't think that's.
That might not even be her body.
That, and we still don't even know if this is Maya. It could be, like you said, it could be Maya's daughter, or she could have no.
Wait,
physical-
have we never asked her first name?
Hey, Mayo, what's your name? Your first
Oh,
name?
wow. no.
No, I'm doing this now. Mayo.
You can see the captain is absolutely just. She stepped away from you guys.
Yeah,
She's kind of like
Definitely going to be traumatized now.
she's trying
Yeah.
to process.
Yeah, is she 100 boggled?
Just watching the horizon wide-eyed.
Then it's fine. I can bring it back to reality. Let's start with the basics. What's your name?
No, we literally don't want to react. That's the point.
Yeah.
Wait, I mean, Felix, just let me handle this, okay? You work on making sure we're safe. That's what you're good for.
Felix takes a bite of a bacon sandwich and mumbles something.
All right.
I'm going to wander over to Maya.
You can see Mayor is just. She's holding her head, just trying to figure out the hell's going on. She turns to look at you, is like, "What on the sevens was that?"
So, we haven't been completely honest with you, Captain. I'm sorry, I can't keep calling you Captain. What is your name?
My name is Catherine Mayor.
That's tactfully done.
Catherine. Do you mind if I call you Catherine? You already know me as Pandora.
You can see that she waves it off, like, "Sure."
All right. Well, we are from space, the cosmos, as it were. We're afraid that your world, as you know it, may have been caught up in some larger issues, some cosmic scale issues, far outside the scope of your people, if you don't mind me saying so. We're here to try and solve this mystery and hopefully keep you all safe in the process. Believe us, we are on your side, but you have to understand when we say that there are things that will be, frankly, beyond your ken for now. We'll help you as much as we can, but do understand that if there's anything we do, perhaps keep close to our chests, it's for your own safety.
I guess, but this is just getting weirder and weirder.
I know. It's pretty weird for us too, but we've been here before. Just understand that this world,
Go on.
we will know. This world, we are here to help you and everyone else in it, and that includes getting rid of your undead scourge. I want you to know that we are here for you. I've come to think of you as an ally and hopefully a friend. So please don't feel like we are in any way not being forthright with you.
She said, while not being forthright with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not really the phrase I wanted to go for. I couldn't think of anything else to say at the time.
It's fine.
It's okay. She's not real. It's okay to lie to her.
That's not. That's exactly the way I
she
don't
is
wanna-
real.
Yeah.
As you kind of calmed her down a bit now, so it is getting later in the day.
We could press on for a bit and find somewhere to camp, perhaps.
Yeah.
Well, like when you say later in the day, like what is it, like 6 o'clock?
So you went through that whole memory experience at the height of noon, and now it's kind of getting close to about 5, 6 o'clock.
Okay. Oh well, we can.
Okay, we've got a bit of time.
Yeah, we can keep moving.
I can't help but feel like we're getting closer to the end at this point.
Getting closer to the weird.
We're working something out. I don't think that was something Dave wanted us to see.
No, I mean it's more than likely that I assume the captain was reaching out to us somehow. I can't help but feel like the pipe thing and Radar's squirrel friend and your stuffed toy all connect him somehow. Plus, it was his signature. Wait, I don't think Nya told about his signature.
She said that the signature was signed by someone called Captain, but she didn't have any more information about it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, plus there was the signature of a captain on the items that helped us. I can only assume that for now we can trust in this captain figure.
Does Kroll still have the stuffed squirrel toy?
Yep.
Still got it. Okay.
I think the best thing to do now is head to the city, where we'll meet the jester, who has promised to give us some answers.
Yeah, let's press on. Let's try and get there as quick as possible.
Yeah.
All right. You guys press on as the forest gets darker and darker. You see the dancing lights return.
Ghost lights.
What is their deal?
Grolnak, give me a Starfinder will save.
25.
Nice. All right. You get a headache, but it's not extremely grueling. Now what?
I'm going to stop and hold my head.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, I've got one of those headaches things. Everyone hold on to something. I think something
It looks like
bad's
it's
going
going
to
to be
happen.
another bad one.
Yeah. Krolnak readies his robe. Rolls his eyes.
That's the
Let's
point. Nya
hope.
has no idea why Krolnak keeps doing that, because I don't think she was awake when Krolnak got vaped away. And
No, I don't think any of us were, apart from Felix.
You all had some sort of mental disturbance whenever one of these things happened.
What's up, bro?
These waves come through when we're about to be psychically
Messed
probed, I
with.
guess. Mm.
Yeah. Everyone hold on to something.
It's not some kind of brain parasite.
holds on to
I
Kroll.
think
No, there's
Climbs
something
on
in here
Kroll's
that's...
shoulder.
yeah, we're just going to hold on to Crawl a bit, but yeah, there's something in here that's affecting mental abilities.
All right.
interesting.
Everyone give me active perception rolls, because now you're all on alert.
I was going to try and think happy thoughts.
A, B, C, D, E, F, P.
Wow.
Perception is what I be. 4!
Wow. For once, I got 18.
Wow.
P is for piss roll. I got 8.
Everyone's clinging onto the lizard, preparing for the worst.
And someone's clinging onto Kroll's eyes because he can't see anything.
That'd probably be the cat.
That's probably
Your helmet's falling down.
Yeah.
Yes, and the cat's tail whacked Felix
everyone agrees.
in the eye, and Felix is blinking their eyes about to. Meanwhile, Pandora, you hear something in the distance. Sounds like crying.
Oh no.
Like, can I do anything with like the age, gender?
It's female. That's all you can kind of make out.
There's somebody crying.
Where?
Whose memory is that?
I think it was Kroll's, the other one with the headache.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you want to check it out, or do you want us to do it, Cole?
We'll have to confront our memories in one way or another. I might as well do it for mine.
That's the way I
Let's
see it.
go.
And look, when you get to these things, you have to remember that it's just they trying to get in your head. Anything they show you, it's not really you.
Where did you hear the crying?
Yeah, I'll lead Kroll to where the crying was.
All right.
Yeah.
Mayor draws her weapon and follows you guys.
Could we not just ignore it?
It's better to face these things head on. Yes.
Is it?
Well, I mean,
Yes.
yes.
Well, no, because what are these things? This is Dave. Or if it's not Dave, it's some broken machine fucking with your memories.
I don't know about you, but I found my experience quite cathartic, especially the kicking part.
Okay. I did like burning your banners, I'm not going to lie.
That was good.
But
That actually felt pretty good.
As you guys are pressing forward through the forest, you notice that the environment is starting to change as you get closer and closer towards the sound. There are metallic walls starting to form around you, and the forest starts to melt and form these walls as you get closer and closer. It's then that you guys come to the stop at a door. Beautifully carved wooden door with a door knocker on it and a brass handle. You hear the crying coming from the other side.
I'm gonna look at Kroll.
Yeah, do I recognize the door?
Give me a perception roll.
Sure. 14.
You're not sure where this door came from. You don't recognize it. Doesn't seem to have something you would recognize. It's just a default door.
No, I've never seen anything like this before. But Kroll's just going to shrug and open it. Do I hear the crying at this point?
Yeah, it's still crying. Something's still crying from the other side of the door.
Going to open it very slowly and sort of peek inside.
Okay. As you open the door, it's dark in there. but you see a lamp lit, and there's an older-looking Yosaki woman with a data pad in her lap, sitting at almost like a living room, where the light illuminates. You can see the walls, you can see a sofa, see a little table.
I'm guessing I recognize her.
You would automatically recognize her.
So, Kroll's gonna like shut the door slightly and look back to the guys and say, "Yeah, suppose this was going to happen sooner or later. Can you give me a minute?"
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, of
Just
course.
yell if you need us.
Right, we'll be here.
All right. And Kroll's gonna like open the door and like leave it open so they can follow if they want.
Okay.
And go and investigate further.
All right. You slowly approach. Again, it's really dark. The only light you have is coming from the doorway and from the lamp that's illuminating. Again, as you get closer, you know this woman. She's very familiar to you. At least your otter side would recognize who this is for sure. She's crying. She doesn't seem to notice you there. However, give me a perception roll real quick.
Doesn't notice the 8-foot lizard standing in her living room. That's a 19.
As you're watching her cry, you happen to notice the water, the tears, seem to slowly float away, like they're being lifted up, like there's no gravity. But your feet are still planted on the ground.
It's weird. Kroll's gonna like try and like move his fingers through them, see if anything happens.
The water breaks apart with your fingers as you reach out to the tears. They seem to hit your hand and then try to escape through the cracks of your fingers.
All right.
So what are you going to do? Now you have a crying older Yosaki that you recognize.
And she's got a data pad, right? Now look down on the data pad.
You can't really quite make out the information. It looks kind of garbled. As for everyone else outside, give me perception checks.
20. So
21.
highs and lows for Nya today.
Yeah, can somebody please roll something mid?
Yeah, I can either see all of time or space, or I walk into a wall. There's no in between.
All right, the rest of you can't help but notice as you're outside an alarm, like a ship alarm.
Is that coming from?
Where's that noise coming from? The house?
It's coming from outside. The sound is starting to filter inside into the room. Won't be long before our big lizard friend, you'll start hearing it as well.
Okay, but I can't.
You can't right now, but your compatriots hear it first. And with your perception rolls, everyone else, you see flashlights. They're approaching.
Nya is going to go through the open door into the room to where Kroll is.
Kroll is at this point is probably now sat down on the sofa and tries to put his arm around his mum's shoulder to like comfort her and stop her crying.
All right.
Pandora's going to draw her sword to defend against whatever's coming, I guess. She'll be outside though.
So Nya's just going to like go up, but she's going to see like the memory that Ryder / Kroll is having. She's going to like,
One thing goes, awkward.
Oh,
There's a very anxious cat at the edge of the periphery of your vision.
Yeah. On that point, give me a reflex save.
23.
As you're running towards it, you see it, and you duck. That's when you realize that was an orb of water that I just missed. It was about as big as your head.
Yeah, I mean, has Ryder / Kroll? I'm going to go with Kroll. Notice me yet?
Give me a perception check, Kroll.
3.
Oh, actually, that's actually that tracks. That's good.
Yep.
They're going to slink up and just gently like put their hand on Kroll's shoulder, which is the least alarming way she can think of making her presence known.
Not with a 3, she can't.
Yeah.
Well, at some point she's going to notice me.
All right. So you sneak up and tap Kroll gently on the shoulder.
Or I just put my hand on there. I don't like boop. I'll be just like, I am here.
No, do it, but them.
Please stop being awkward so we can fight someone.
Because Kroll, with a perception roll like that, hasn't noticed what the fuck's going on, just going to reach out and tightly hug Nya.
This is fine.
This was a really bad day.
It's looks. Yeah, it could be getting worse. Someone's coming. Like,
Huh?
there's a whole bunch of flashlights and klaxons outside. I think either the glitches are convalescing again, and we're about to see a memory of the old ship, or we're about to be attacked. I can't tell which.
You hear
Please stop hugging me.
It's by now that V mentioned that you hear the alarm going off, the ship alarm, and that sends a chill down your spine because you recognize that alarm.
Oh wait, who recognizes that?
That would be our dear Otter.
Oh. Yeah, Kroll's going to suddenly perk up at this and grip onto the sofa, look at Tabitha and Mum, and say, "I'll see you soon." And sort of like jump out of the sofa and run back out the door.
Oh, by the way, there's a big orb of water.
And as you say that, Kroll, give me a dexterity save.
Dexterity 11.
Face, you hit water. Face first.
Hit water.
Face you hit.
That catches you off guard, and you are surprised by this.
Are they surprised enough to drop Nya? Please drop Nya.
What would I roll for dropping Nia?
Actually, you know what? Can I use sleight of hand or acrobatics or athletics or something to just wriggle out of Kroll's grip?
Because this is a Yosaki apartment block, so it's probably quite
Small.
Well, there's
cramped.
no way that
especially-
Kroll fits in that.
Well, he would have ducked to get in, but if he's just tried to bolt out and suddenly got smashed in the face by water, he might just slam into a wall or a ceiling pipe.
Takes the whole floor by lying down.
You can give me, if you want to hold on, Kroll, give me a strength.
That's 13. Okay, that's
20.
Kroll has you like a doll.
Oh!
So Kroll gets smashed in the face with water, just runs into a wall, still holding Nia.
At that point, for the other
I regret
members
this.
of the team, as the lights get closer, that's when you see the brilliant emerald-colored armor.
Oh, thank goodness. I can kill these guys.
Well, you hear the whirling of their batteries as they're taking aim at you now. You can hear them, the clicking noises of their rifles as they're armed and aiming at you.
Suddenly realizing we don't actually have guns.
Yeah, what you've done there is you've brought a crossbow to a laser gun point.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe we should get inside, guys.
Occupied.
Yeah, I'm gonna duck inside. As well.
Mayor, realizing the situation is not good, ducks in as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've seen a gun before.
As you guys get inside, the door slams and you hear gunfire as it hits the wall. I assume you guys are staying near the door, or are you moving away from the door?
Can we bar the door?
What do you have to bar it?
Good point.
There's like bookcases and shit in there.
Kroll.
Yeah, if you want to go back and take things away from that scene.
Yeah, is there like a bookcase or like a table or something?
I mean, it's just a memory. You can probably lift things out of it.
Yeah, I think Pandora like looks pleadingly at Kroll on the floor and he's like, "I'm really sorry about this.
Kroll has got water all over his face.
Sorry," and then pushes the bookcase over.
Nya has got Kroll over her face.
There's a bounty outside. I think this is definitely your memory. Where are we? What is this? Oh, I can't do token spell anymore, so I'm just gonna wipe her. I'm just gonna wipe Kroll's face.
Does the water come away?
Yeah. It's like, she probably takes a cloth out and water likes cloth, so it goes soup.
Okay, well, the alternative was me wiping my face with Nia, so I'm glad that's...
Oh my god, no.
Actually, I'm really busy and I have to go. Just sort yourself out.
5 claws per paw, and there's 4 paws.
What's going on? What's happening? I don't remember this.
There's Atlanti outside. I
What?
don't know exactly what's going on. Did you ever... Oh, is that... Because she's just seen her mum.
What do you mean, oh?
I think there's some kind of a mix-up or mash-up of your memories. If this is your home and outside is the Atlantis after you, but what's all this water?
You hear more screaming and yelling outside.
Okay, but we should really go though.
Quick question, Ryder. Did your mum live in a block of flats?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, this is my house. Welcome, guys.
Was it near the top?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe not the window then.
All right, as you guys run to the window and look out, it's a massive drop.
Can we get to the window? What's outside?
You hear pounding and slamming against the door.
Oh boy. All right.
Kroll is now in the fetal position, covering his ears.
I'm gonna lean down to Kroll and touch their shoulder, and I'm gonna give them bravery.
Wow.
Yeah. Heroism, heroism. There it is. A winning creature you touch imbue with bravery. Until the spell ends, they're immune to being frightened. They gain temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting ability.
That is the most useful spell I think could ever have called out for this particular incident.
Yeah, right?
I've got a spell for this.
Yeah, so she goes, Ryder, darling, we have to go. And then she casts heroism on her.
Kroll's eyes sort of open, he unfurls, stands up very tall as possible. Say, you're right. This isn't real. Let's go.
As you guys are getting ready, you hear the slamming against the door. The bookcase is barely holding, but you can see the Aslanti just starting to punch through the thin door. All right.
I'm going to rip open the door and grab the Aslanti by the fucking helmet.
Holy shit.
Well,
I've got heroism. I have no fear now.
I look at him and goes, I guess we'll back them up.
Well, that was very brave.
I still worked way better than I thought it was.
Yeah.
All right. You go and grab the Aslanti and you pull him. I assume you're pulling him right through the door?
Come and bite him.
Jesus.
All right. First, give me a strength roll, please.
Certainly.
That better be a good. Oh my god!
There it is.
All right.
22.
Yeah.
Your hand goes right through that hole, and you grab the Aslanti by the helmet, and you pull him through like crazy. And you can hear him go, ah! From inside his helmet as you pull him in.
I am so done with you people.
What? As soon as she does that, can I use sleight of hand to grab his gun?
He's about to be dead, so I think you should get it afterwards.
Yeah, but if he dies and then everything about him vanishes, then...
Give me a strength roll +2.
Strength roll +2. 15. 17.
Where are you biting this poor guy?
In the neck.
You bite into him, and you are greeted
Yeah.
not with the taste of blood, but a foul-tasting liquid. And as you pull away, the Aslanti isn't bleeding red; he's bleeding black. He slumps,
Ugh.
and the gun clatters away.
Gonna spit blood out.
Huh.
Oh, yay!
Oh, runs after the gun.
Jesus.
Fine, if you really want it, you can have that one.
Runs after the gun. Get off!
Got crossbows.
Yes.
It's his thing, leave him to it.
Gun.
All of a sudden, you hear them pulling back. What do you do?
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Sorry, what gun is this? Jesus, fuck time.
It's an Aslanti rifle.
We are playing full cross-platform now.
Yeah, really.
Okay, so
Yeah.
while those guys are fighting over guns,
No, Naz letting Felix.
while that's happening, I'm going to step over the Aslanti body and go to Ryder's room and open the door.
So just to check though, we can see that the Atlanti are scarpering, right? Out of this hole.
You hear them move back, but you don't know why they move back.
Felix runs out the hole. Just leaps out, firing.
We're indoors, you can just shoot for the hole.
This is tactics to a level I don't quite understand.
Pandora
so-
grabs him by the collar and pulls him back in.
Another thing, Kroll, give me a perception check.
4.
As you go to walk away, and everyone in the room, give me dexterity
Oh, boy.
saving throws.
14.
11.
12.
Okay, I'm using Peerless Athlete. It gives me advantage on all strength and dexterity checks for 10 minutes.
Go ahead.
Wow!
Wow.
Oh, wow! I got a 5 and an 8.
Yeah.
Sadly, none of you succeed.
Oof.
And we're all dead. Campaign over.
Actually, what you hear is as the door explodes
Oh.
as they put a charge on the door.
I'm glad I pulled Felix back inside.
Yeah.
I'd have been fine. The blast would have gone inwards. I'd have been outside.
That's not how explosions
I'd have
work.
been
No, that's not how explosions work.
They go in all
Yes, it's a
directions.
shaped charge, and you know it.
Yeah, the shape is all ways.
You're all taking 6
Ooh.
damage.
That's a lot then, yeah.
Yeah, because you got splinters, books.
Which a door.
Yep, all flying at you.
Naz wishing she'd stayed under Kroll.
Oh god, where's Ryder's mom in all this?
Oh yeah, what is it? Oh,
She's disappeared.
Phew.
That's probably for the best.
yeah, probably for the best. Probably for the best.
Yeah, so Tabitha is now absent from this scene.
And there's a bright light coming through the door. There's like spotlights are peering down
Ah, great.
through the door.
Is it those drones?
No, it's Islante.
Yeah.
There's a figure as the smoke is starting to clear. There is a very small figure standing at the doorway. It's otter-shaped, has red glowing eyes, and a mouthful of sharp teeth.
Oh no, it's Evil Rider.
Come on.
Oh,
I throw a book at it.
Really?
Whoa, what are you doing?
Yeah, everyone just start wailing on it.
Look, hold on. God, I'm not going to let you attack Attack right.
Kroll's just like, wow.
It's like just shoot it straight in the face.
I'm sorry. Is that Ryder?
No, but it's just
Book.
And it
you
doesn't
just
matter.
shot so
Bang.
fast. It was. We didn't even know for sure. You just took the shot.
Worrying. Really worrying there.
You saw those red eyes, you know that this is bullshit. It's a book for you, bitch.
We've seen this show already. Lasers.
Books. What do I roll for book?
Dexterity. Raw dexterity.
Oh, wow. Okay. 22 to lob a book at Evil Rider.
The Encyclopedia Britannica lands on Ryder. Evil Ryder. Sorry.
All right, you throw it. The Book of Galactical Britannia
That's right. Yeah, throw the book at him.
thunks in the head, and you see blood, a black goo.
Well, if it bleeds, we can
Come
kill
on,
it.
troll, crush it. It's a mockery of you.
Yeah, what's Kroll doing at this point? They've been, because they were like directly behind the explosion. They probably would have taken the brunt of it.
You're prone, but you can get back up if you like. But this thing is looking at you directly, Kroll.
I'm gonna chuck a hand axe at it.
Yeah, there it is.
I mean, if we're all doing it, then like, fine, I guess.
Ryder said it's okay.
I didn't say anything. I just stood up, looked at it, and just.
I like to imagine it's like a Dave puppet, and he's like, I'm having fun puppeting you, and he's just going to look at you and go, forgot, and then all this shit is just going to land.
Just people
on him.
throwing everything they can at it.
12.
Yeah.
Miss.
Yeah.
Throw a javelin.
I'm prone.
You can throw from prone.
Can you?
You can.
Oh, okay. I'll throw. No, I'm not going to throw javelin. She's not going to attack Rider, even Shadow Rider.
Okay.
Literal Evil Rider.
But it's not attacking us.
Mhm.
My one didn't attack me, and I don't know what these things do. She can't bring herself to do it.
All right. As you guys watch it, it suddenly disappears.
Oh, no, now it's doing its thing. You watch, it's going to trip all of us. It's going to trip me and cut me in half.
It's going to trip you and cut you in half?
Yeah, wait, shit.
Yeah.
Kroll,
Yes.
you hear a voice in your right ear. It whispers, Death will find you. The little otter is perched on Kroll's shoulder,
Okay, now I'm gonna attack it.
and it explodes in the glass.
Just before it explodes, Nia's like,
Yeah. I throw a javelin. I guess it explodes if I hit anything. But I do scare Kroll with a javelin in the wall.
Give me a attack roll, please.
Oh,
See how
God.
badly this goes.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Okay.
You want to miss.
16. I was aiming for the space above Kroll's shoulder. Let me point that out. So if I hit the empty space.
You sail it by his ear.
Yes.
And it thunks into the wall.
Fine.
Where it sticks and reverberates.
Guess what my armor class is?
It's okay. You're still under heroism. You can't be frightened, so it's good.
If it does explode into glass and it whispered, death will find you, Kroll's going to sort of say back, unless I find you first.
And then it shatters, and then a bow stabs in the wall in front of you.
I'm just glad you called that. Otherwise, we're going to have fun with that.
I'm going to call it because I don't want to accidentally stab my friends. Just watch their mom crying, and then an evil version turned up.
And then all this shit happening. Yeah. But it's fine because you took away her fear.
Yeah.
That would have been a very different scene if you hadn't. So thank you for that.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
It is at that point that you see everything start fading away. The spotlight goes away, goes dark, and slowly trees start reappearing as the furniture melts away. The floor melts away back to the underbrush, and bits and pieces of the bookshelf melt away into broken branches and twigs. And you guys are just left there, standing, some of you prone, Mayor being prone, looking stunned. It is getting dark.
And we all still got splinters wedged in us from the door.
I'm giving
exploding.
myself a quick heal, actually, because I'm battered.
Yeah, same.
Nia's picking bits of splinter out of her fur.
Could somebody pass me a healing potion? I don't really want to use up my... That's metagaming. I don't want to use up my lay on hands pool anymore. I've got like very little.
Yeah, Kroll's going to silently chuck Pan one of their healing potions.
I suppose we could just find somewhere to rest. And then
That's 2d4 plus 3, by the way.
Oh, cheers.
yeah, Nia's going to hold off healing. They're just going to get it back by resting, I think.
Resting. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
I'll hold on to mine in case anything happens. Then, but I've got my potion on me.
Is it me, or are these premonitions getting more violent as we go on?
I think it's the ones that involve us.
Probably because we're getting closer.
Kroll is grimacing in the corner, looking silently off into the horizon.
Yeah, he's going to go
Okay.
over and perch on his shoulder.
Ravenod, help up, Maya, and then I guess we'll carry on. So that makes 4 now, right? We've seen all of our doppelgangers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess it can't get worse.
Don't.
I mean,
All our doppelgangers, but they've got guns this time.
yeah, or, they're the ones that get back in our real bodies and we're stuck here forever.
Speaking of guns, do we still have that gun?
I imagine it's gone, isn't it?
Yeah, Felix, as you are holding the gun, you hear it whine, and then you hear a beeping noise.
Let's throw it away.
Right, give me a dex.
Oh boy.
Raw dex.
That's a 5.
Not very far, apparently. Well, fuck.
You throw it, it's starting to beep louder and louder and louder. Mayar starts taking a run. She doesn't want to figure out what's about to happen.
She has more
Okay.
sense than the rest of us, apparently.
Felix just sighs and rolls his eyes.
I'm gonna scoop up Felix and tell Kroll, run, and then run away from this explosion.
What? Oh.
She's already run off with Felix on her arm.
Yeah, Kroll's going to realise what the fuck's going on, and I don't know. He's still got bravery at this point.
10 minutes, yeah.
Is there like a rock nearby?
Give me a perception roll.
Sure, 20.
Yeah, there's an outcropping rock jutting out of the ground.
Oh, it's like a full outcropping. I wanted to just find a big rock and just smash it down on whatever's beeping.
Wouldn't that still explode?
What?
It would muffle it. It would redirect the explosion downwards instead of upwards, hopefully.
Yeah, there is a big rock.
Let's just run away. I mean, you're doing it. You can do it.
Yeah, just hide.
Once again, regrets being near Kroll.
I was going to pick you up, but I guess you want to stay with Kroll.
In fact, I'm going to plot a graph of proximity to Kroll and damage to Nya.
Yeah, I'm going to pick a big rock and try and like slam it down and cover muffle the explosion.
All right.
Like where you put your helmet over a grenade that's about to go off.
The rock isn't hollow.
That doesn't work.
All right. Give me a dex saving throw, both you and yeah.
Sure.
Whimpers in cat.
15!
Go on, yeah.
I don't wanna. Okay, it's exactly the same. It's 15.
All right.
We die together.
Viva l'amour.
You hear the beeping get louder and louder and louder, and all of a sudden,
It's been an honor to serve with you.
boom! It explodes under the rock. The rock propels upwards and smacks both of you in the face. You take 2 damage, both of you.
Oh.
Ugh. You say, oh, but that's like Nya is on 7 out of 17 now. Again, the plot clearly shows proximity to Kroll, damage to Nya. There is a clear correlation, and it's going up.
Well,
I'm going to put Felix down. Well, we learned a valuable lesson today, guys.
don't take things from the visions.
No, when people say run, just, run away.
I mean, if you want to be sarcastic about it, sure, whatever.
I'm sorry, darling. I'm just trying to make fun.
So, I'm voting the next time something like this happens, we just ignore it.
We could, but the thing is, we need to learn all we can. If there's any way we can find out there's some kind of a weakness to this,
But we've
she's like glancing at me or Catherine. Remember I told you that we weren't from around here, and also that we were keeping a few things from you, small things.
Mm-hmm.
So my real name is Baphomet. This is V, Radar, and Ryder.
Hello.
Meow.
sup.
Rather interesting assortment of names, but I guess good company.
Well, that's nice to hear. We had to stay undercover while we were here. But as you can tell, the roost is somewhat falling apart now, so forgive us if we slip in and out. However, when speaking to anyone else from here, I think it would be prudent to use our quote-unquote in-world names, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've kind of got used to it now.
Yeah.
She looks at you a bit puzzled when you said in-world.
So, bringing this back onto topic, what exactly have we learned from these, evil vision quests?
They can hurt us, and
Yeah.
And we can hurt them.
yeah.
Can we? How?
I killed an Aslanti,
It wasn't real.
but whatever it was, it died.
We killed something.
Keeping this very cold and clinical, the only thing we took away from that is some trauma that Ryder's got to deal with now.
It's fine. I've dealt with it already.
So, I vote next time we just ignore it and carry on.
I promise nothing.
I'm curious, I won't lie. This has been different. But
Yeah.
I feel like I want to see through to the end. Whatever the mystery may be.
Yes, but that's going to be at the center of the forest where the city of the dead is.
That's where we're going, Radar.
It's
So
where we're
let's
going
stop
now.
getting distracted with these quests and go straight
But
there.
how do we know that if we ignore it, it won't just become more and more persistent and insistent until we go for it anyway?
I'd rather deal with these things now than have to deal with them in the center of the
Then
city.
let's see what Dave does.
We are.
By ignoring it, let's see what happens.
Well, I agree with one thing. We should keep moving. And she strides off.
Yeah, going to follow Follow Bath as Pan.
It's at this time, probably it's dark enough. You know, the little dancing lights are back. It's probably time to set up camp. Everyone give me perception checks.
16.
Oh, there we go. Back to the low numbers. 12.
Bacon has become all consuming.
This
12.
bacon is definitely bad by now. That bacon is not good food.
It's only been a day.
It's been a day in a sweaty knapsack.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's cold and greasy. And,
No, it's been wrapped in like cloth and stuff. It's fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Anyway, Kroll, you're the one who finds looks like a suitable place to camp for tonight. It's kind of defensive. Not the best. You know, it's not an alcove. It's not a thing, but there's some fallen trees that can give you some defense.
Guys, you know,
Yeah, this looks good.
Kroll's feeling a little bit growly this evening, a little bit angry. Yeah, he's going to silently set up camp, start a fire, get the rations going, and then go and sit in the dark for a bit and look at the defensive sections.
Hey, Radar, didn't you have some booze?
I think Kroll was the one that picked up the kegs.
Yeah, no, I don't have the booze.
I don't want to be an enabler, but I know that you two occasionally enjoy a drink. It might help to soothe Ryder's nerves a little bit.
My counterpoint to that is we don't want two staggering drunks when we're out here in the woods in the middle of danger.
Don't get spattering. What does that even? Don't get super drunk. I just meant like one or two to take the edge off. What? Why were you thinking about getting wasted?
Because it's basically a binary equation. It's either you're sober or fucked with me.
This is why I don't drink with you guys.
You don't drink.
Come on, Radar. She's hurting. Just help us out here. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on her.
You take the first watch.
Yeah, no problem.
And Felix will go and saunter up to Kroll.
For just a moment, he looks really angry and sort of like hunkered over, like he's about to hit something in the face. But he's got like a little tear on one of his cheeks, and the moment he sees Felix, he sort of like wipes it off and looks down like, "Yeah, what?"
So, if I recall, when we were back in the city, there was a certain
query?
Yeah, all the way back there. You know, the lifetime ago.
Yeah.
You've acquired certain goods.
Certain good. Oh, what, the inn, you mean?
Yes. So,
yeah, I found some drink, some water.
So what I've got here in this backpack is some really nice and still really good bacon that I'm willing to share. Just give it a try. If you don't like it, I won't force it.
I'm not interested in your bacon, right? It's all yours, mate.
Okay, well, what about this flask of brandy?
Brandy?
Yeah, brandy.
Brandy.
Yes. Holds up the flask and sort of waves it at Kroll.
Yeah, go on then.
Which looks like it looks like a small child offering a really big dude, like a bag of sweets or something.
Yeah, Kroll's gonna wipe his face a bit. And yeah, Kroll takes the flask and has a sip. Just a sip.
So, been a day, huh?
It really has.
Yeah.
I should have called her. Should have called her more.
Ryder, look, I'll be honest. I don't know much about your life outside of the ship. Can you still call her when we get out of this?
Yeah, of course I can. I should have done it years ago. I forgot how much she was hurting without him and without me.
Look, Ryder, there's something else as well, and that I don't think these memories are entirely as we remember them. These have been manipulated in order to hurt you.
Yeah, I mean, the Aslanti did not breach my door on Ackerton. I would have told you that if that had happened.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they bleed red. And their laser guns are way more reliable, but that's beside the point. Ultimately, it comes down to this. And that's... Dave can't seem to physically hurt us. If he did, he could have just killed us in the pods if he wanted to. But the way he hurts us is not even by playing the rules of his own game. It's by getting into our heads. It's by making us sad, by feeding off of our emotions and things like that. What you saw, what you felt and experienced there is a product of this horrendous machine we've stapled ourselves into. At the end of the day, though, it's alive and it's hurting you. It's not your mother, it's not the memory of that, it's Dave. And you should be angry at him, not yourself.
That's the thing. I'm not angry at myself or my mum. I realised when Bath cast that spell, that bravery spell she did, it wasn't the sadness that freaked me out, it was the anger. sheer amount of anger. I'm worried that can't be controlled sometimes.
Is it something that you've experienced when you're outside of this game?
Yeah. It's something I've had to control. I've never felt that power before, till just then.
Yes, because you're in a game. It's not real. The things that lead to your anger might be, but in here, this is, I suppose, the safest environment for you to let loose that anger.
It didn't feel safe.
It probably won't. But at the end of the day, in reality, you're not an 8-foot tall, stocky lizard with a tiny helmet and a huge dick, you know?
Oh my god!
Who was that spit taking in the background?
Well, there went that moment.
Yeah, Kroll blushes a bit and looks down at Felix and says, "Eloquently put, Rado."
I'm just trying to keep it real. It's the only thing we've got. We're stuck in a fantasy world where we don't honestly belong. The only thing we've got is the reality we remember.
Kroll takes another longer sip of the brandy, reaches down and pats Felix on the back real hard and laddish.
Felix is propelled about 4 feet forwards.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. See previous comment. Give me that brandy.
Yeah, he hands it back and walks back to the camp.
Alrighty, yeah, and Felix comes back, hobbling a bit.
Quick question. Are there any trees around this clearing?
God.
Yes, there is.
Nyas skitters up the tree, skitters back down again, gently places the do not disturb sign, and then skitters back up the tree. Good night.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for listening to Cosmopunk. If you're still listening, we've got a special request for you. We're doing a push on Spotify this time. We're trying to get enough reviews so the algorithm will take us seriously. So if you want to do something amazing for us, go on the Spotify app, download the show, and give us a good rating. And if you want to be doubly awesome, why not tell your friends about us? We're still on all the regular podcast and social media sites. Links are all in the description. Once again, thank you so much for listening, and we will be seeing you in 2 weeks. Till then, shoot straight and roll high.